this time it's a spooky, stealthy night out. I've got to be really careful. I'm jumping on the stealth bandwagon for the spooky season. So I'm just in my area and I'm going to walk about a mile to the spot of doom, and I really have to watch what I'm doing here. Like, this is not joking. I could get busted here, like wide open, taking a bit of a risk, but you know, got to do it, haven't you? So we'll come back when we're a bit more in there, off this main road. Busy, this road, like. Nice. Look at that. I'll swap you my little van for that. Right, this is the bit where I've got to be careful. Got to be stealthy here, like. There's no cars coming. There's nobody about. I've got to get in. Gates are shut. Look at the creepy gates of creep. Entrance here. Oh, I'm in, but the light keeps going off on the camera. Ooh, I'm in. I'll just hang on here for a couple of minutes, see if anybody comes. Gotta be really stealthy. That's not being stealthy, is it? Right. Oh, the gate's open. The gate wasn't open. Close the gate, like. Here we go. I tell you what, this is not stealthy. I'm going to knock it off and get stealthy. Come back. Here we go then. That's the bivvy. Right, the tombstones. That's facing the other way, by the way. I've picked the spot where there's no grave. There's a grave there. Graves there. Graves there. But I'm like in a clear area. I've checked. I did a recce during the day and I checked. So look, these go this way. This is Jane Armstrong. Hope you don't mind me staying here. Jane and William. 1961. I promise to be good. I'm as quiet as a mouse. Okay. Just setting up the rest of my gear. in the bivvy tonight. A snug pack. Just getting all my bits and bobs sorted out. A couple of cans. I got my chair. And well, that's it. So I'm just sitting. There's a house over there, you see, with the lights on, but I think they've got the blinds down. So I should be alright. I don't think anybody comes here. They come during the day, they're not gonna come at night. You cannot see a thing, man. And I've got my work boots on because it's muddy. Yeah, so I'm gonna turn off. This is a weird one. How long has this been here? Alfred and Mitchell, 1890. Wow. So look at that. Trees growing in it. I'm just skulking about. There's the house over there, like the blinds are shut. I've brought binoculars so I can see. But this light's blinding. Oh. I tell you. Aye, Halloween, spooky. Halloween in a graveyard, can you imagine? What was I thinking? I'm hearing all kinds of noises. Freaking out like. What was that? What was that? Enough of that. Get back to me. Little place. I've got the radio on. Get back to me plot. Oh. Yeah. God. The trees, I've walked into the trees. Here we go, look. There's my little setup. I've just got my little chair there. That's for the rain. Put my backpack in there. I've got this new fire maple light, which I'll tell you about later, in a nice little pouch. It's lovely, lovely little light, that. Now, I'm not just saying this, but that is a cracking little bit of kit. Wait till you see that later on. I'll get that out when we get in. When we get in the bag. I've just got the bivvy bag set up. This mat here. This really cheap Chinese mat. Rubbish, really. Like I say, I'm not far off these graves, like. I'm right in the middle of it. Right, I'm going to turn the light off again. Have a sit down and have a can. Oh. Yeah. So here I am. Bit cross. Is this the place for jokes? Anyway, I was going to tell a ghost story while I was here. A story that happened to me, actually, a true story. I was lying in bed in my old flat, one of my old flats, years ago. Must have been about 15 years ago, but no, maybe it's about 18 years ago when I first came back to Blythe. I'd only been in the flat about, I don't know, 2 months, something like that. I had no furniture, so I used to sleep on the floor, on a mattress on the floor, and it was really, like, I think it was quite warm. The heating was on, and I was just lying in bed, you know, like lying on your side, and I felt like a right shove on my shoulder, and I thought, oh, I woke up, I'm like, eh. Thought I dreamt it, like, I thought, oh, I've been dreaming. And then I felt it again. I was wide awake. I was like, oh shit. And I had me back to a cupboard, which was like in the living room was a cupboard. Flat was one of them flats. Anyway, oh man, I freaked out, and the room was freezing cold. Absolutely freezing cold. It happened again. One more time. It happened one more time. And I told some woman from the council. She came out, Yeah, I was living in a council flat then. She came out to see that well, there was some work needed doing anyway. And she came out and I was telling her about that, and she started getting all like jittery and all that. She says, "Oh God, don't say that." I'm like, "Why?" She says, the previous tenant died in that living room. I was like, what? Now I don't believe in ghosts, right? I'm like the Ghostbusters. I ain't afraid of no ghost. I don't know if I believe in them or not. I don't know. I'm skeptical. But that really happened. That I didn't dream that. I thought I dreamt the first shove, but the second one, definitely, I was wide awake then. I didn't like it. It never happened again though. After the woman told us that, it never happened again, which was weird. And I lived there for a good 12 years after that. I did eventually get a bed. It's very strange. Oh. There's all sorts of noises. I mean, there's owls. There's horses over the back there. They creeped us out. They were wandering around before. I didn't know what the hell they were. But I'm about to get in me crypt. I'm in me bivvy. And like, get my head down, see if I can get some sleep. Oh! Ooh! I can't see a flipping thing. This is where I am anyway. Right, on the headstones. But you see, as you can see, well, you might be able to see, they're facing that way and I'm facing this way. And that there is the one, but there's nothing here. This is bare, so I'm not encroaching on anybody, I'm not being disrespectful. I have okayed it with the residents. And they seem happy enough, they never said anything, so I'll take it as read. Alright. Right. We'll get in the bivvy now, right? And then we'll come back inside the bivvy, where it'll be like a bit more sheltered from things. Oh, how do you turn it off? I'm lying here laughing my head off. Like, just keep sitting up. It's like somebody walking past and I'm rising up from the ground like in a cemetery. Dracula. Anyway, let's talk about this little light here for 5 minutes. Little fire maple. The sand light or something. I'll put it in the description. Lovely, look at that little handy size, right? It's got a lot of functions. That's off all again, right? That's on. That's the smallest brightness. That's brighter again. And it dims down. Goes to red. And goes to flashing red. Emergency beacon. Absolutely brilliant. Lovely. Feels really nice in the hand. You get them in red or grey. It's got the C-type charger on it. It's magnetic base, so it sticks to well, anything metal really. It's got a hanging loop. I know I wasn't gonna review any more stuff, but I really needed a lantern like this. The other one, the Claris thing, used for the van. I'm gonna try this in a van because it's nice, bright, like dead bright, like. I forgot I was under the flight path here. Yep, it's got some Nice little light about that. So there you go, fire maple. Feels well built. It comes in that little bag I showed you earlier, which I've put down somewhere. Little felt bag, lovely, just fits in the palm of your hand there. Links in the description. Get a discount on it. All that. Very good, very good. I'll keep using it. See if I can manage to break this one. I think I'll break everything else. But so far, so good. Just freaking out about everything here. The noise of the trees. I can't even pick anything up. I've got my bag in a bin liner. My boots are upside down. I think I'm expecting to get wet through the night. Like 5 o'clock in the morning, it's going to rain. I'm going to be up early. Not only do I have to go to work, but I don't want to be lying around in here if somebody comes in. That's it. We'll come back with another ghost story before I go to bed. Got another ghostly encounter. This one's about my dad, who was an ex-policeman, right? And he wasn't one for making things up like daft stories, you know what I mean? And he was at Bamborough in the Lord Crew Hotel in Bamborough, and you know, he was like working there after he retired, and it was after hours. Everybody'd gone. This is about 1989 or something like that, 88, 89, long time ago. And he was telling us that he was sitting in the bar at night. He'd locked up, cleaned up, everybody'd gone. He was the last one. He was staying in the hotel. He had a room in the hotel, and he says he was sitting at the bar. He was just having a little, you know, after work nip, as you did in them days. And he says, ooh, he says, all of a sudden it went really cold in the room. That seems to be the pattern, doesn't it? It goes cold. He says it went really cold where he was in the bar, and all the hairs on the back of his neck were standing up, and he was freaked out, you know. And as he's telling me this, I'm getting all freaked out. I'm like, aye. He says, and he turned round, and there's this little old lady standing in between the two bars beside him. Just this little tiny old lady. And he goes, oh. I said, oh. I says, what do you want? What are you doing here? And she kind of looked at him, just looked at him. And he says, her eyes were black, like, just nothing there, you know. And then she turned round. I'm getting freaked out just talking about this, remembering back what he was telling us. It scared the life out of me at the time. And he says she turned round and she just walked off, vanished into the next bar. And he sat there and he got up to go and like look, and there was nobody there, like nobody. And he was telling the owner about it the next day. And the owner, Brian, says, he goes, oh yeah, he says, that'll be Dorothy Foster. He's gone, what? He says, oh yeah, she's been seen in a few of the rooms. There's quite a few visitors, for the guests and all that have reported seeing. a strange little old lady just wandering around and like appearing in their rooms and all that. I'm like, oh, I'm never staying there. Apparently to this day still happens. So the Lord Crew Arms in Bamborough, look it up and see what you think. But oh, it was a scary, it was a spooky little story that, like, because there was a painting of the woman. I'm sure they used to own the castle. There was a painting of this woman on the wall in the Lord Crew, and it was one of them old-fashioned ones, you know, like the Anne Boleyn looking thing. And if you walked past it, the eyes were black, and they had that thing where wherever you go in the room, the eyes follow you. And I experienced that. My dad says, "Oh, the eyes follow you in that painting." I'm like, you're talking rubbish. But they really did. Wherever you walked past it, and it was like the eyes were looking at you. It was horrible. I don't know if that painting's still there. I'd like to find out. But God, creepy. That's another good ghost story. How true it was, how many whiskies he'd had, you know what I mean? But apparently he wasn't the only one to see her. I want to go home. Oh. Shit. There's somebody out there. I thought there was a light out there. It's maybe the torch. Oh my God. It's just the light from... Man, I got a fright there. It's genuinely quite scary, like, why? It's tense, you know, it's not scary. I thought it would be a lot more scary in the graveyard, but it's not. It's just tense in case somebody comes. So it's not the ghosts that I'm bothered about, it's the bloody humans. That for all the world looked like a torch like that. But you know how like the moon's over there and it's sort of like a bright light between the trees? It's just the moon. My heart's beating. Aye. So if I get busted here, like I'll get chucked out. That's the worst that can happen. Yeah, I know they'll just tell us to move. Which yeah, I'm alright with. What caused that? I haven't been drinking, so I had them 2 cans. I've never had any, never done any cooking because I've already had my tea before I came out. I came out late, didn't come here till 8:30. I'll be away early in the morning, like I say. Oh man, it's creepy as hell. But it's only creepy because there might be people about. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to turn the light off. This fire maple light, which is great. Really nice and cozy in here with this light on. And then I'm going to try and get some kip. I'm going to be up really early in the morning in a way, so it'll still be dark in the morning. This is all going to be in the dark, this video. It'll still be dark when I get up. Set my alarm for 6. So unless anything spooky happens, we'll see in the morning. Unless I'm killed, or worse, eaten alive by honey badgers. Well, I've decided to pack up. I've left no trace here, look, as I found it. Aye, no trace. This is where I was, that little dry bit there. I've left because, well, it's early in the morning, like. Something, oh, I don't know. a.m. It's early in the morning and it's raining. I've got some shelter from the trees, the creepy trees. But that was it, Halloween. Spooky Halloween stealth camp done. No spooks reported. I've got the trail camera out. Lights off again. Got the trail camera out. I'm having light problems. I've got the trail camera out there, so I'll have to look at the footage on there, see if there's anything worth putting on. Probably not. But yeah, I'm just double checking I've left nothing, because you know, you don't want to leave them out here, do you? So that's it. I'm going to make my way back now. We'll come back when we're out. All these graves. All these dear departed souls. As you can see, they're going that way. I was in an absolute blank area. Very respectful. Nice and peaceful. I raised a glass to them and the past lives. Come on then. Let's get out of here. It's like make like a tree. Oh, the rain. Something over there, like. Right everybody, well, I'm on my way back. The rain's on. Can't have gone anywhere without the rain. Don't know if you can hear us, but I survived. I survived the horrors to live another day. The car's gone past, man. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Where are they going at this time? I've got to go to work now, so I hope you all enjoyed that. No ghosts, I'm afraid. So just to wish you all happy Halloween, spooky Halloween. Ooh, oh, oh, and then until the next one.